I'm gonna say the same thing I tell you every single other time I stream ever in life. That it makes me go live before I'm ready to go live. And if you watch this after the fact, if you're watching the replay, there's gonna be this annoying beginning that I'm gonna have to cut out later that has no content because it makes me go live early. So I will do my best to put a timestamp because I know that YouTube takes forever to actually let me trim it and cut it out. Sometimes it takes many hours, so I'll at least timestamp it. I know no shame, and why will not be in vain. Damn, well, tell me, have I sinned? I'm to blame. I know most of the lyrics. Without your love, I don't want to live. Have I Sinned by Donnie Albert. Look it up. Ooh, it's sweet. It's sweet. It's sweet, sweet, sweet. No shame. And why love will not be in vain. Baby, tell me, have I sinned? How was I to blame? Oh, I'm gonna get copyright claim. Be the same. The world. You will forgive. Without your love, I want to live. All right, now we're live. I'm about to trim this out later. Now I just click live. We did it. We did it, ladies and gentlemen. And everything in between. Ladies and gentlemen. And everyone and everything in between. And everything in between. And everything in between. Ladies and gentlemen. And everything in between. My throat. Well, looky here. Looky here. Come on. I just went through puberty today. Come on. What's up? Marloca ARJR721. Let's go. Appreciate you, Uncle Bob's midlife crisis. Why are you going through a midlife crisis? I've been through every type of crisis. I've been through childhood crisis. I've been through teenage crisis. I've been through, what's it called? What do they call that one? The quarter life crisis. I've been through all the crises. All of them. I feel you. Just some cat with sunglasses. Salam alaikum. I read that too fast. Salam alaikum. Salam alaikum. Salam alaikum. I read that too fast. I read it too fast and I'm blind and my screen is dim. What's up? Just some cat with sunglasses. What's up, Darmy? Guru says, at least today I got a notification. What's up, Jim? What's up? That makes me feel better. That makes me feel better. And I want to say thank you to those of you who have been responding to my plea. I put that post, the community post, because someone from YouTube was interacting with me. And I was telling them, hey, I'm having a lot of people leave me comments saying that they're getting unsubscribed from the channel. What's that on? So I'm having a hard enough time getting the people to actually see the videos and the recommended, to get the notifications to go out. Now you're straight unsubscribing people? And they were like, well, can you send us some proof? I'm like, it's your platform. You can go into the archives. You know exactly what's going on. You can go deep into the vault and check what's going on your end. And they're like, and I had one. And they're like, well, technically we need 2 more. I was like, bro, are you serious? I had to show them 3 screenshots of people claiming that they've been unsubscribed to my channel before they would do anything for me. So then I put that, because I know there's been more. And I guess I should have been compiling a folder, putting them all together. And I was like, so that first night I was just looking and scrolling through comments trying to find some, and I was like, I don't know how far back I have to go. So I asked some of you and you posted it. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. So now I'm going to get back in touch with them and see what they're going to do about it. Jose Marquez not worried because we refuse to fight. We refuse to fight. Wait, who refuses to fight? Ilia? Ilia is running from a lot of fights lately. Ilia is dodging a lot of fights. And again, I say that as a fan of Ilia. I say that as a fan. See, me pointing out that Ilia is running from fights, me pointing out that Ilia has been ducking as long as John Jones has been ducking. Like, there are some people who believe that Ilia ducked Movsar. And there are some people who don't. Just like there are some people who think that John Jones ducked Aspinall, and there are some people who don't. They're in the same camp. We just need to acknowledge that they are the same. They are identical. They are separated at birth. Ilia Tapuera is John Jones from the belt down. We have already determined this. Even though, see, the reason I bring up these things, I only share this with you because I'm a Ilia fan. Because I'm a Ilia fan, that's why I'm going to tell you that he may or may not have ducked Movsar. That he may or may not have ducked Lopez. Because unfortunately, as sad as this is, because you already know I'm a Volcomaniac. I am a Volcomaniac. As sad as it is to say, we already know that Movsar and Lopez are much higher threats to Ilia than Volkanovski was. I'm sorry. Would you like a tissue? I'm sorry. I love Volkanovski. I like that fool more than Movsar and Lopez. Those fools are dead to me compared to Volkanovski. He's a very likable individual. Legend. Hall of Famer. Love that dude. Bought the t-shirt. Not literally, because those UFC t-shirts are expensive, but like metaphorical. Bought the t-shirt. But we're kidding ourselves and we're going to act like he was anywhere near his prime when he fought Tapuera. And I hate to keep bringing it up because I'm not trying to drag him through the mud, but Volkanovski said himself with his own mouth when he was on DJ Mighty Mouse's podcast that he fights for the money. Alexander Volkanovski is another Cowboy Cerrone. I'm sorry. Here's a tissue. He said it. He said, I fight for my family. I don't fight for legacy. I fight for bills. I fight to put food on the table. My name is Alexander the Great. DJ Cerrone Volkanovski. Here's a tissue. I'm sorry. I'm a fan as well. I've said it repeatedly on this channel. He's my favorite fighter at the time. I'm fickle. Ever since Khabib Nurmagomedov left, I'm fickle. El Mero Mero has been my favorite active fighter. Volkanovski has been my favorite active fighter. Rosna Mahunas has been my favorite active fighter. I'm fickle. But you know how much I like that dude. But the reason, you see, it's because I'm a fan that I bring up that Ilia's 3-fight win streak against Volkanovski, Max Holloway, Oliveira. It's because I'm a fan that I bring up that was an unimpressive 3-fight win streak because they were all past their prime. But what about Max Holloway's muscles? Did you see when he flexes? Yeah, have you seen WWE fighters' muscles? What does that mean? Is it still real to you? Is it still real to you? How come it matters when it's Max Holloway? It's cute little muscles. Why does that matter to you? Just because he didn't lose as much water weight this camp. Why does that matter to you? He beat a decrepit Chile salesman. He beat a Chile salesman, a Chile peddler. Dude's out more focused on putting his Chile out there. Dustin Poirier's out there running around like if he was Pedro Pascal. Oh, I got anxiety. Tachi. It's because I'm a fan of Ilia Tapuera that I bring these things to the light. I only share this with you because I'm such an Ilia Tapuera fan. It was not an impressive 3-fight win streak. All these dudes were past their prime. Ilia Tapuera was horrible matchups for these dudes at the place where they were in their lives. So you could say he ran from Lopez. You could say he ran from Movsar. You could say that he's continuously running from Sarukian. He's playing duck. Goose! There's Patty. Goose! He wants to fight the fat boy. What a surprise! What a shocker! Ilia Tapuera wants to fight the fat boy. He wants to fight Patty the Fatty. He wants to fight Patty Piglet. Thank you, F-bomb. Here's a tissue. Ilia Tapuera, you could say he's ducking Mobsar. You could say he's ducking Lopez. You could say that was a pathetic 3-fight win streak to at least be building it up to what it was. You could say that he wants to fight the fat boy, that he's running from Sarukian, that he knows it only takes one shot to get knocked out by the Rock'em Sock'em Punchy Bag Dustin Gaethje. And I only say these things because I'm an Ilia fan. And you know why that makes sense? Because I know what you're thinking. That doesn't make any sense. Why would you say these things if you're a fan? Only the biggest fans say these things. Me being a fan of Ilia Tapuera and that being the reason why I'm pointing out these things is like if I got a best friend and I tell him, hey, fool, you got a booger on your face. Let me flick it for you, homie. That is what a homie does. That is what someone that's on your side does. If I was a real Ilia Tapuera fan, am I supposed to let that fool walk around with the big old booger on his nose? Just mobbing around with the big old moco while they're interviewing him and everything like that, looking like an idiot? No, I'm going to flick it for him. I'll tell hey, just, you know what? It's going to be easier if I just hold still. Doop. Easy. That's what I'm doing for Ilia Tapuera right now. Fool's got a big old moco just walking around like that, like an idiot, and I'm trying to help him out. And I'm trying to help you out too, because you got a big old moco on your face right now because you're blinded. You're blinded by your bias. Blinded by the bias. Tarinto, GM, I saw you didn't comb your stash. Now it's gone. Look it. I knew this was going to come up sooner or later. And I'm still in mourning. I'm still in mourning right now. I'm very upset about it. And apparently, Marilena's middle name is Delilah. Apparently, her middle name is Delilah. Why, Delilah? Because I went to sleep last night, secure, in the comfort of my own San Marcos blanket, thinking that I'm safe. What safer place could I be, And she has been on me for weeks. And she's been trying to tell me to get rid of it because of her insecurities and whatnot. And she didn't like a DM that I received recently in regard to the stash. And when I was asleep last night, and she knew that it was the perfect time because I was doing a lot of yard work and I had some allergies, and she knew that I had taken the Benadryl and that I was going to be in that deep sleep, she shaved it off. She shaved it off Delilah style while I was asleep. She thought she was going to take all my powers and whatnot. But it doesn't work like that. Not with the Grandmaster. She shaved it off like Delilah. And I know what you're thinking, Grandmaster. You're good. You're good because you've been talking about that transplant. You've been talking about that transplant. I already know that you got other areas that you could take it from. Nah, I don't. Because she shaved my thighs. I woke up to go to the bathroom and my thighs were rubbing together all weird. I was like, why do I feel this? There was like a weird slippery type of friction that I haven't felt like that since I was like 11 years old. She shaved my thighs. So that's that. I appreciate that. What's up, Drew? I appreciate that. Every time you sit there bored watching a dumb, annoying ad, just know that it's one step closer to me being able to make another video. Because for every ad you watch, they're going to give me like 2 cents. Oh, So I'm trying to remember the last thing I said about the house. Long story short, the lady is working on numbers, and what she was initially telling us upon the first meeting was less than flattering, and we were very frustrated with her and trying to put her in place and let her know why we're doing this, why we need to do this, and what our expectations are, and that she needs to work with us. Just felt like she was working against us a little bit. I feel like I'm getting ripped off. So we're gonna have to put the chancla down next time we talk to her in a day or two. ARJR721, I appreciate that. That's really kind of you. That means everything to me. Thank you. That's bigger than anything right there. That's powerful. Thank you. Thank you, bro. He's not worried about Tapoera because he'll jump to another division when Tapoera follows him. I feel like that old Mexican guy. Remember on that meme that went live several years ago? He was on that game show. Are you playing? Jack Delilah Marilena. For real. It was because I was on that Benadryl. Usually I don't sleep that deep. Bro. Razor Marilena. Oh, I got the hiccups. You made me laugh into the hiccups. Heck yeah. I'm going to take you up on that, Lone Wolf. I'm going to add it in next time. What's up, Nunya? By the way, I think I'm going through puberty again today. I've been having a voice issue today. Who do you have, Islam or JDM? I mean, I say Islam without any type of disrespect toward JDM whatsoever. Because picking Islam over JDM, I know, hey, Alroy, I know, bro. I know. When I went up to Gotinko and I looked in the mirror. You know how, like, do you remember when you were like a little kid and you had like a teacher or like a Theo or someone and they had like facial hair and then they shaved it? And then they kind of look soft. Like they didn't look the same. They didn't look as masculine. They kind of just looked like a little dainty. And it took a while to get used to it again. When I got up and I went to go tinkle, and I got a glance at myself and I realized what she had done to me. That's how I felt, and I didn't like it. I don't like it. So I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm very upset about it. But like without any kind of disrespect whatsoever to JDM, I think you just have to say Makhachev. It's just a no-brainer. It's just like when Khabib was gonna fight anybody, and it's like, well, it doesn't matter. Oh, it's Poirier in his prime? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Oh, it's Gaethje in his prime? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Or if it's like someone that has that crazy monster like same kind of dominance like Chamoyev. Like who's he fighting? Oh, he's fighting Du Plessis. It doesn't matter. And that's with no disrespect whatsoever to Du Plessis, even though I don't like him and I think he's obnoxious. You cannot deny Du Plessis' talent. But it's like, oh, who's he fighting? Chamoyev? Oh yeah, Chamoyev wins. It's just like by default. Like, oh wow, I'm sorry. There's just no way around that. That's just what it is. I got in an argument with Ronin MMA. Dude was 100%. Is that a Ronin MMA? That's a channel, right? I think I saw one of those videos. Dude was 100% confident JDM wins and was talking mad about... Bro, you look like a teenager. Well, you know, I turn 20 next month, so... I appreciate that. I've been married for 18 years. I have 4 kids, and I'm 40 years old. Keep your head up, GM. We need you. Bro. It makes me feel good that I got people all over the spectrum, you know? There's people in here that tell me like, hey, you know, I'm in college now. I started watching when I was a freshman, and there's ladies, there's dudes that are in their 40s, there's been dudes in their 60s, and it's like, that's cool. That makes me feel good. Out there living life, building your family, putting work in. Makes me feel good. We got a solid group here. Well, that's annoying. I was just before this stream. Man, that's annoying. Just before this stream, I was actually feeling very frustrated because I was working on something specifically for this stream. I was going to go live like 2 hours ago. And I was working on something for the stream because I just wanted to make it an exciting stream. I wanted to make it better. I want to always be having improvements. I want to keep things fresh. And I was trying to mess around with some new ideas. I was working on it for like 2 hours. And then it didn't work. And it's like, man, I hate that I always have all these ideas. I always have all these things I want to do. And it's always like technology that holds me back. It's like, it's not me not having ideas. It's not me not being motivated or not, you know, it's just the technology. When the stupid technology gets in your way and otherwise everything would be perfect, man, that's frustrating. I just feel like my hands are tied. And now the audio is acting funky. Man. If Islam and Ilia happens and Makhachev wins, you should grow a beard and shave your mustache. Hey, they should make Ronin MMA should do that. Oh, that would be funny. Hey, that would be funny. I should. GM, I know Khabib is your favorite, but you gotta admit Islam got better personality. You know what? I'll be honest. At first, I did not like Islam Makhachev because I heavily resented the fact that everyone was acting like he was Khabib 5.0. Everyone was acting like he was better than Khabib and more rounded and this and that. And it automatically made me dislike him. But the more I would see him in interviews and talking with DC and stuff, I was like, man, this dude's funny. He has a really good personality, really good sense of humor. Me specifically, I got that mad love for Khabib, you know. He's got that stoic kind of just like I don't know, and I think he's funny too when he lets the guard down with people that he really likes. But I get it. I could totally understand people feeling that way. I'm just and I would maybe I would too if I wasn't like, maybe I'm loyal to a fault, you know. I'm just so loyal. He's just like, that's my dude, you know. But yeah, Islam is a very likable guy. GM, please, can you lift me up? I've been feeling down, vato. Bro, you know, one of the things that I struggle with in my personal life is being able to do that and to be that person for other people, because I'm always so, and it's like, how am I going to do that for other people if I can't even figure it out for myself? Now, when I come on here, it's a little bit different because the setup is different. You know, the framing, the stage is set. We know what we're doing here. We know what we're talking about. Lift me up. I've been feeling down. Man, I don't know. I feel the pressure because I want to help you out. I want to help you feel better. I'm wondering if like you're looking more toward like a laugh or like some kind of motivation, some kind of encouragement. I will tell you this. I'll tell you this. And I've learned this very recently in my own personal life. Clearly, you're feeling down. Here's what I learned myself recently. I was feeling very down, very discouraged, like super depressed, right? Like everything negative. And I had to realize, I mean, and I know it sounds kind of dumb. It sounds like common sense. It wasn't an accident that I was feeling that way. There were things making me feel that way. Things that were making me feel suffocated, making me feel stressed out, making me feel pressured, making me feel paranoid, making me feel worried, making me feel like I had to be a workaholic, making me feel like I had to do this and this was never enough and that wasn't good enough. Once I identified those things, and it's like, oh, and I'm not saying for you, I'm saying for me. Then it was like, oh, I'm an idiot. I'm kind of dumb. Because all the things that were making me feel that way, when I lay them out and I actually see them right here, A, B, C, D, oh, I need to eliminate that thing. I need to stop doing that thing. I need to change that thing. Oh, this is missing. I need to add that into my life. I need to alter that because I'm not doing that the way I should be doing it. And I'm kind of going through the motions and it's not even. What I'm saying is, whatever it is that's causing you to feel like this, you take that little inventory and you could be like, oh, I could change this. And it could be a person, it could be a job, it could be debt, it could be some problem, whatever it is. And I know it's I know it's easier said than done. The changes I'm going through in my life right now are heartbreaking. I've been looking around my house lately, different parts that I had taken for granted over the years. And it's like, man, I spent years like hating this house, wanting to fix this, wanting to do that. And now I'm getting all like nostalgic. So it's just all a matter of perspective. So what I'm trying to say to you is whatever you're feeling right now, know that it's not just like a magic mystery. There's a root of that, whatever's causing that. And then it's just a matter of, hey, why am I in this stupid cycle? Why am I doing this thing that I hate? Why am I doing this thing that I know is no good for me? Why am I on this dumb hamster wheel that I know I've been hating for all these many years, but I'm too tired or I'm too exhausted or I'm too scared, I'm too nervous to do anything about it? What I'm doing right now, it is scary, bro. I don't know where I'm gonna go. I legitimately don't know where I'm going to go. No clue. But yeah. So the most important advice I could give you, and again, I know it's easier said than done because I'm going through a hard time right now too, bro. But the best advice I could even try to give you is just know that you could be a fighter, bro, and that you don't have to be a victim to your situation. You don't have to be a victim to your circumstances. It doesn't have to be this perpetual thing until you die. You could fight that thing. You know what? Forget that. I'm not gonna do that anymore. This stupid thing, I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna add this to my life. I'm gonna change that schedule. I'm gonna do this, and then little by little, all these little things that led to this big thing that's ruining your life. It's like they're all seeds, and they're gonna grow into one thing or another. So it's like it's a matter of just planting different seeds, you know? And that's what I'm doing right now in my life, little by little. And I just gotta keep, okay, 3 months down the road, 6 months down the road, 10 months down the road, it's gonna be different. It's gonna be different. I just gotta wait for these seeds to grow. Now I know that wasn't that funny, but I hope it was encouraging. Wow, that was way behind. How did I even see that? Cause I'm skipping ahead now, and I was way behind. JDM is a volume puncher that relies on his cardio and pace. I don't see him putting Islam out. And in that scenario, I see Islam getting the finish. But again, I don't know. Risky move. It is risky. It's for sure risky. And, you know, it's not entirely why he did it. You know, there's, you know, people are supporting other people, supporting their camps, trying to help avenge people. I guess there's legacy involved, but you know, one of the big reasons is they know it's a risk. I mean, that's why everybody clowns on John Jones for fighting Stipe Muchacho, even though he was I mean, of course, if John Jones would have lost, the fans would have been acting different, you know. But since he won, then they're like, well, yeah, he's old and this and that. It's all about the risk. Certain fighters will, you know, that's why people clown on Ilia Tapuera, because he took the easy fights with Volkanovski, with Oliveira, with Holiday. If he would have fought Lopez, if he would have fought Mosfar, if he would take the fight with Sarukian, people would respect him. So that's what Islam's trying to do. He's trying to do the opposite of what Ilia's trying to do right now. Yes, I would appreciate it very much if you would like to stream. It helps the channel a lot. What do you think about Khabib saying Khamzat should strike DDP in his latest interview? I mean, my gut answer, before I even get into any kind of specifics, is I agree. If Khabib is talking about fighting, I agree. Hey, Khabib said something about fighting? Yeah. You want to know what he said? No, I don't care. I agree. So first of all, yeah, I agree with him. Secondly, I think it's intelligent because it's not what DDP is going to expect. A guy goes into a training camp against Islam. I'm racist. A guy goes into a training camp against Chamoyev. He's not going to be thinking that fool's going to come in fighting like Sean Strickland, right? He's going to be anticipating the grappling. So it's smart. And when you think about it, and I know this is bad timing, and I don't want to, you know, I don't want to flying knee Avato while he's down. But it's like what happened with Masvidal and Ben Askren. And Ben Askren, I even saw a clip recently where he was talking with someone about this in a podcast. And he was talking about the whole reason he went down and reacted to that flying knee the way that he did was because there was something about the mechanics of the way that it happened. It told Askren's muscle memory to do what he did. And I think it's similar to the way and the mindset that DDP is going to go in there with against Chamoyev. He's going to be expecting something particular. And when Chamoyev does something totally different, it's only going to work in his favor, of course. So I think that could be very smart. Of course, that shouldn't be all that he does, but I think adding that a significant percentage of the fight would throw off what DDP's probably been expecting. Oh, thank you. Okay, thank you for telling me that, ARJR. I was gonna start breaking down. I was like, bro, I almost didn't go live because I was setting up for like 2 hours trying to work on it, and then it didn't work. And I was like, you know what? I barely found this streaming platform. It finally started working for me. I gotta go find another one now. I'm so frustrated because what I was trying to do, I was really happy about it. Leon Enriquez. Leon Enriquez. I don't know, Grandmaster technology could get you down, but the most important thing is you being an MMA truther, showing us your passion, intellect, and love for the sport. Thank you, Leon. You know what? And I don't know if you care. I don't know if you care about it, and I know it just sounds like a promotion now and a money grab. But I've actually been wanting... people have been bringing up merch lately. I want to make an MMA truther shirt. I want to make something. And I know a lot of people feel a little bit apprehensive about wearing the MMA out in public because they don't want it to look like they're looking for trouble, especially with the white, green, and red, and the state of the state right now, the state of the state, and they don't want to get deported and stuff like that. So I want to be able to provide you with something where you can represent and you could be a part of the community. And I want it to be like Fight Club out there, where you see someone else from the MMA community, MMA truther, and you kind of just give that nod. Like David Capico the other day, he's been telling me that he sees people, he has met other MMA truthers out there in public, other Mexican martial artists, and I think that's exciting. That's crazy. So I want to try to work on something. I'm working with the homie right now so that we could get something for the MMA truthers out there to help you represent. Oh! Bro. Bro. ARJR 721 just dropped $150 in the PayPal. In the PayPal! I almost didn't stream today! ARJR721, 150 big ones in the PayPal. I'm like that dude from Clerks. I wasn't even supposed to be here today. And I'm going to tell you something right now, only because I just got that big fat donation. I would have felt different saying it before, as if I was trying to entice donations. But since I just got this big fat donation, I'm going to tell you something. Marilena was kind of irritated with me and kind of scared the other day because I took like 4 days off of solar because I had to get the house ready and pack all my... You already know I'm a hoarder. And I had to pack all my stuff, and I had to do so much painting and stuff in the yard. I took 4 days off of solar, and I barely told her today. And she's like, how are you going to make up that money? And I was like, don't trip. I'm just going to double up next week, and I'm going to work more solar next week. I don't even know if that's possible. But that makes a big difference. That makes a big difference. And I want to tell you something. And I don't know if this will mean anything to you. I don't know. I don't know if you think like this or what, but I'll just say it like this, because I don't want to get too. I know it could get annoying for some people if I get too long winded about this and get too specific about it. We are having to get out of here, and we're trying to figure that out shortly here. But we still have to make the payments while we're here. And yesterday, I made a certain amount from streaming. There was a certain amount that was sent to the PayPal yesterday from the few different people that sent it to the PayPal. And when the stream was over, that's how I do. I go and I report to Marilena, and I was like, "Hey, I know we need it for probably a couple of things. There's something in there that just came through." She looks at it, and she looks at me like stunned, and she kind of starts laughing, and I was like, "What?" And it was like basically the exact amount that she was stressing about that she needed to cover the mortgage for July. It was $3 off. $3 off. And she was just like, "That's crazy." And I was like, maybe it's because I was talking about God yesterday. I don't know. I was like, bro, it was $3. And when I say off, I mean extra. It was $3 over. $3. And it was just like, it's like when I was a little kid and I would always hear those old ladies talk in church about how money just showed up in the mail or how something happened. I was like, is that true? Are you bluffing? And I just want to let you know that, like, all of you that are able to do what you do, that was crazy. So again, yeah, I'm always over here stressed out, and then we got all these superheroes always over here supporting the Mexican martial arts. Thank you, Leon. Thank you, Leon. I would try not to lose my cool. I would try to stay poised and cool and calm and collected like Khalil Roundtree Jr. And I'm going to try my best to get that t-shirt made for you guys. Thank you, ARJR721. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for literally, quite literally affecting my livelihood in a very positive way. What's up, Isaac J? Jeez. You guys are the best. Alroy Lois. We'll catch you on another one. I'm gonna be active. Heck yeah, ARJR. I gotta tell Marilena, hey, give me a break. Give me a $8 meal, Marilena. Give me a $8 meal in the midst of this storm. Give me a $8 plate. Give me a break. Give me a break. Bro, I want to see Khamzat versus Islam, two of the strongest wrestlers in UFC. Ooh, that would be a death match right there. Death match, but also Chamoyev wins. Ooh, that would hurt. That would be crazy, but also Chamoyev wins. Ooh. Actually, I don't know. I'm just messing around. Chamoyev gets more tired than Makhachev, right? And Makhachev gets tired. I'm not gonna act like he's immortal or anything like that. He got really tired. When his fights go the distance, he gets tired, right? Who gets more tired though? For real, ARJR. For real. You're right. Hey, do you guys know that song "Oh Honey" by Delegation? That is one of my favorite songs ever. The beat just goes so hard. I better stop. I'm gonna get demonetized. Do you guys know what song I'm talking about? I love that song. I played on loop. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. If you don't know that song, oh my gosh. It's by Delegation. It's Oh Honey. I love that song. I'm always bumping that song. Tarinto, God works in mysterious ways. Shamdulayala. Yeah, that was crazy, bro. That was crazy. Thank you, Hoser the guy. You're the first person who has acknowledged my newspapers. You're the first person. You see this little part? Where is it at? Oh, honey. You know that little headline down here on the other side? I change that all the time. I always make it something different. I always make it unique, like a different story. Nobody has said anything about it. Nobody has commented on it. You're the first one. I was feeling they were getting no love. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm trying to have a little touch, you know? I'm trying to have a nice little touch, something different. And you know what I was working? I'm going to tell you what I was working on, all right? Hey, thank you, Ambrose. Thank you. How long ago did you find the channel? Because I've been depressed. I've been shadow banned. I've been wondering how come I'm not getting any views. Why they holding me back? I'm gonna be honest with you. I was at Costco. All right. I was sitting in the parking lot on my phone. I downloaded the Rumble app. I'm caving. I downloaded the Rumble app and I was like, I think I'm gonna start uploading. And I'm not gonna leave YouTube. I'm not gonna do you guys like that. Because even just today, just a crazy support. The love that bleeds through from you fools. I'm not gonna abandon you. I'm not gonna turn my beanie on you after. But I think I need to diversify. And I can't let some rascals over there that do bad business ruin my livelihood. Because there are some people over there in high places that had meetings with me via Skype that made promises to me, that told me they were going to pay me, that told me they were going to put me on this and that I was going to have this type of relationship and that they were... But I'm not going to let that person mess with my legacy. I was thinking about planting my seed elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? I hope you know what I'm saying. But to hear that Ambrose is still out here finding my channel, it gives me some hope. If you want to, you can stream on the pay-per-view UFC days and gain a lot of viewership as well. I do! Are you playing with me? If you want to, you can stream on the pay-per-view UFC days and gain. Are you talking about on Rumble? Or are you talking about on... I know it's because my voice is changing. I'm going through second puberty. I got that sensual rasp in my voice right now. I do stream the pay-per-views. Have I been that suppressed that people actually don't think I stream the pay-per-views? For real, Chale Son is going to be over there on Rumble. Cheo just posted a video called Ilia is Hype Beast. You should community post these newspaper headlines so we can see the ones we miss. I like that. You could hear a beanie drop. One of your best lines yet. I appreciate that, Tarinto. Sometimes these things come off the beanie and I feel like, man, no one's ever even going to see them. Because I have it in like this 3-hour long stream or something and I don't want to cut it out and clip it. And I just got to let it go. I just got to let it disappear into the atmosphere. Hey, two smelly fingers. Why you gonna do us like that? I got to use my VPN. That's what's up. All right, I'm showing up. I don't know how. JG Vegas. Hey, shingulugulu. Glad to see you, backer. The best. Oh, I thought that was backer. Glad to see you back. You're the best. Here's 3 pseudonym ideas. Islam Moko. Makhachev. That's why he doesn't let this part. He has too many mocos running. He doesn't want to get it in his beard. Makhachev. Rose Namajuanes. Is she married to that dude yet? He's Mexican, right? That's when she officially becomes Mexican. Rose Namajuanes. Khabib. Khabib. Nalgas, Omer. You're free to bite them if you like. Hey, I'm going to screenshot this. These may come in handy. Makhachev. Da Moko. I appreciate you, JG Vegas. I'm glad to be back most of the time. Sometimes I hit rock bottom every other day and then I bounce back. I'm just walking that tightrope right now. I appreciate you, JG Vegas. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate it. Thank you for the creativities. Thank you for the nalgas. I thought I was brown listed. But I don't know. Now Ambrose is coming through, giving me some light at the end of the tunnel. You know why you can't play Uno with Mexicans? Because they're always stealing the green cards. I like it. I get notified every time you stream for the pay-per-views. That just tells you right there. That UFC's the one doing this to me. UFC's the one doing me dirty. You know how many copyright strikes and age restrictions and block videos I have and all that because of UFC, Universal, or whatever it comes. I forgot what name it comes up. It's not just UFC. It's always something else at the end of it. But of course, they let the streams come through so then it'll create a buzz and people go buy the pay-per-view. I used to watch Chale, then I saw you were seeing him. I had to see the real deal, Holyfield. That's cool. I appreciate the loyalty. All love, bro. All love. Big Mike. Chale's son and got you shadow banned, GM. Allegedly. For real. I was on that fool's radar. And then they started leaving comments. He started leaving comments on my channel right around the time that I outed him for the rigged wallet because he wasn't even using the rigged wallet. And then all of a sudden, YouTube trying to keep that Brown Ranger undercover, man. That makes me sad. When I was packing the other day, I came across my Brown Ranger uniform. My fit, you know, and I was getting emotional. That Dana White privilege. Dude, I straight up thought you stream a few pay-per-views and not all. Turns out you've been streaming most. Bro, I'm telling you, they don't tell anybody. I stream all the time. I've been uploading shorts. I've been uploading longs. It doesn't matter. Upstilo. Love your content. Watching MMA experts is so boring. So what am I? I love your content. Watching MMA experts is so boring. I love that. You're one of the funniest MMAer I've seen. What do you mean one of? You think Luke Thomas is funny? He's unintentionally funny. He's unintentionally hilarious. Much love, bro. Keep on keeping on. Thank you, Upstilo. Thank you. Keep that stilo up. I appreciate you. Thank you. I'm going to try to be your number one funniest. I'm going to do everything I can. Everything within my beanie. What's up, Scuba Steve. Andrew Walton. Mo Diggity. Wait, this ain't Chale Son's channel? Kevin Gresham. Loving your content and channel ever since your red panties night. Which video was that? I was I was trying to find, I think it was when I was looking for the Chale Son in comments is when I came across it. Where is it at? Videos. Man, that was like a couple years ago at least, huh? Man, I really want to know what video that is. Oh, it had to be a Connor video, right? It had to be. That's the only thing that would make sense. Right? It's probably this Nate Diaz video. Wait. No. Why would I put it right there? Man, I miss my old videos. I miss being able to edit videos with not a care in the world. If I could just upload videos with no fear and know they would get the amount of views that I needed to every time, I could make the best videos in the world. It's so frustrating, man. It's so stupid. It was probably when I did that video way after the fact, actually, of Nate Diaz and Connor fighting. I think I did it like way after they actually fought because I was like, I needed to figure out what to make a video about that day. And I did it way later. I think I did a reaction to Connor and Nate Diaz part 2, like a couple years after it actually happened. Wow, that's annoying. Baby, didn't I do it, baby? Love you never knew, girl. Didn't I do it, baby? Didn't I do it, baby? I need to get YouTube Premium again. These ads are killing me. Hey, if anybody knows which video I did the red panty night on, please let me know. I cannot remember. And that's very frustrating. If anybody remembers what video that is, please let me know. I know there's someone out there that knows and they're embarrassed to tell me. So if you just want to like send a email or something, I won't expose your name. I just spent like 20 minutes trying to find a photo of myself in a thong. Didn't I blow your mind this time? Didn't I? You have to upload shorts, pants, and dresses. I gotta do everything and anything. I gotta go 5,000% for YouTube. I think I need to. It would just be dumb of me not to diversify, Big Mike. I think I have to. Lone Wolf, who is your pound for pound goats and why is it Pantoja? Leon and Shamil Gaziev. It's Khabib Nurmagomedov. It's Khabib Nurmagomedov. Pantoja needs his respect, though. Pantoja needs his respect. When you say Leon, are you talking about Leon Edwards? There's no way. Am I forgetting another Leon? And Shamil, you're being a funny guy. You're being a funny guy. And I appreciate that and I respect that because I like to laugh. I gotta say Khabib. Saying Khabib, and I know a lot of people, oh, are you serious? Look at it's just like Khabib is just like, picking Khabib as your pound for pound is like picking Spider-Man when you're watching a Spider-Man movie. It's like picking Batman when you're watching a Batman movie. You don't know how. And you know there's a possibility there's going to be a lot of scary moments. But you know he's going to win. Oh, he took a hard leg kick. He had a questionable round. He was in, Poirier's ghillie. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Because he has the cheat codes. It doesn't matter. It's just always going to be Khabib Nurmagomedov for me. Always. Always. Till the beanies fall off. Tarito! Grandmaster, what you need is people clipping and uploading the best moments. That's exactly how Guru got popular. Bro is funny, but needs the compilation. You are right. My I don't want to make her the villain. I'm trying to think of how to say this. My problem is that, because you've seen it, if you've actually been getting the uploads and the notifications, you saw the last few weeks I was uploading daily videos, sometimes multiple, and then I was cutting up the shorts, supplementing them, clipping, putting little clips, streaming, doing. And I'm in front of my computer for 25 hours a day. And Marilena's like, hey, do you remember I exist? And I'm like, oh, yeah. And I know you're right. And I was doing that for several days. I was rewatching, which feels kind of pathetic. I was rewatching videos that I had posted, streams that I had done, and I was looking for the best clips, the best moments, and I was uploading them. But it's an all-day job, and I'm not saying it complaining like I'm not willing to put the time in. The issue is I'm a workaholic, but I'm not a bachelor. And that's why I gotta, these dudes like who, MMA Guru and whatever other dudes that were in situations where they were able to do that, and more power to them. I'm like, I started at a point in my life where I'm really not able to do that, or else I'm being a worthless dad and husband. So it's frustrating because I know that would work. But it's like, I'll do it here and there when I can, but I need two of me. I need them to BJ Penn me. I'll try my best. Hey, Robert G, you saw that? That was me just being delirious. At a certain point, I was just experimenting. That was part of my white album. Hey, so I'll say this. And thank you for saying that, Roranoa Zorro. Let me say this. I'm going to put your chanclas to the fire, viewers. If I may. And look, I understand that MMA Guru's audience, for the most part, is probably of a certain age where they have more time on their hands than you guys do. But I would see that with my own eyes over the years. His viewers would do that. They would do that for him. They would do the clips. I mean, unless this dude's making 30 different channels and doing it, his viewers were making the clips and putting them out there. And I would see people make clips and put them out that would get more views than the initial video. And it was like, yeah, that's where it's at. They would clip farm. His viewers would do that. So, I mean, I'll just leave it out there. He has his viewers. And, they're boots on the ground, and they're putting it out there, and they're spreading the word, and they're doing the work. And then I don't know if my viewers want to do that. See if my viewers want to be as active. I don't know. That's not for me to decide. That's not for me to decide. Only you could decide that. Only you could stop the forest fire. If you're so motivated and so compelled, I would love nothing more. You know how happy, you know how giddy I would be? I would be giddy. I don't use that word often. I would be giddy if I got online and I started seeing my beanie. I started seeing my face uploaded and be like, hey, that's not my channel. That'd be like a little birthday surprise every day. I would be giddy. But hey, someone took 10 minutes out of their day and that's crazy. They did that for me? You did it for me? So I would love that. Thank you, Abstilo. I just became number one. MMA. We just ascended. All I had to do was ask. See, Rodonovazoa, yeah, chat needs to do the edits. I won't comment on that one, but you probably know what I'm laughing at. Is hiring an editor for that kind of stuff a viable option? I wish it was. And I wish I was exaggerating my situation, but I'm not. If and when I'm able, just so you guys know, I have like my best friend, my Catholic friend that I was talking about yesterday. He has a full service video production company that when I am able, I could ask him to come in the loop and pay him to do it. And I wouldn't expect him to do it for free. But they're the dudes that I started the channel with. They're the dudes, the back with Flaco and all that. They're the dudes that were recording and editing and doing all that. Like I'd like to have them back into the loop if possible. But that's the problem. I don't expect anybody to do free work. I know I can't do free work. I'm suffocating right now. I don't have the ability to do free work, so I'd never expect anybody else to do it. So that's the problem. So if you guys will keep liking, commenting, sharing, get the algorithm to love me, I make money from AdSense and stuff, then I could pay people. But it's not right now. Darinto, would it be okay for us to do that and use your content? See, that's what I'm saying. Absolutely. I hope you do. Matter of fact, I'll be offended if you don't. Summertime is here. This is summer. I would, and I kind of am in other ways. She was actually trying to help me with like sponsors and stuff. JR721. She's her plate's just about as full as mine right now. She has a more than full-time job, and she's doing school right now. So any time of the day, she's either working or she's writing essays or reports or some kind of quiz, or it's hectic. It's hectic. And then she's talking about trying to get another job to help make ends meet. It's like, bro. Learn how to edit, everyone. Summertime is. Andrew Tate did the same. Is that how Andrew Tate blew up? Thank you, Lone Wolf. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I would be a garbage husband in that if I didn't understand that. Like, it's pathetic. That's not the way I should be living these years of my life, While Marilena's like, all right, This is typically when we would, wrap the night up and go to sleep and everything. And and I'm like, all right, late. And I'm going to be here for like 10 more hours every day. That's super unhealthy. Philip says, anybody want to work with me? I will watch and timestamp good moments to help. Message me. I don't even know how to message on YouTube. Look, Philip, I don't know if anybody's going to take you up on it. I know everyone has crazy busy lives. But if anybody wants to, I don't want to try to peer pressure or anything that you don't. But if you want, Philip, you could post like your Instagram so people could DM you, or if you want to post your email in here or something, your social security number, like any way people can find you. Rahman Zaid. Hey, what's up, Rahman Zaid. GM, first time commenting since subscribing years ago. Oh, I like that. It always makes me feel good to know, like, it's like when you have a band you really like, and it's like there's a song I still haven't heard yet, cause I got all my homies with me. To know that there's been someone out here lurking for years, and I didn't even know you were there, Rahman. I appreciate you. What I can suggest for you is to hire from Fiverr. What you need is to leverage your work. All love from Malaysia. Malaysia, that's what's up. I used to make money on Fiverr. I used to be, and I believe they've since made it, because I couldn't find it anymore. They've like made it, like, I think it's against terms of service or something like that. I used to be a testimonial actor. I made a good amount of money on Fiverr. People would have like whatever random product, and I was supposed to act like a customer. And I'd be like, and I would be super, like, it would look all unprofessional. Like, my hair wasn't combed or nothing, and I would just have bad lighting because it's supposed to look real. And I'd be like, yeah, I got this thing, and it's cool. I wasn't sure at first, and it kind of looked weird because you have to say things that sound true. You even a couple bad things. I saw some of the reviews. I wasn't sure, but I got it, and this and they loved it. I had 5 stars. I had hundreds of stuff on there. So I got a lot of love for Fiverr. I used to do voiceovers on there. I was a Fiverr artist for a long time, so I'm very familiar. Thank you for bringing that up, because I got a lot of love for that platform. That's something I should definitely look into. Thank you for being here all these years, and thank you for the helpful comment, Rahman. A lot of times channels get copy strikes, so they get afraid of posting clips. Maybe do a community post saying you're okay with others posting or editing clips. And just so you know, anybody that's hearing this right now, there's a thing when you upload that YouTube asks you if they do notice that you're uploading something that may be considered someone else's comment. I think unless they changed it, there might be a setting that asks you, do you have permission, or says I've had permission. Just always click yes too. But actually, I also think I know what you're talking about. For the first time ever, like a week ago, I discovered this tab on the back end of YouTube that shows you like all the channels that have uploaded stuff that's yours in case you want to strike them. And I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to strike anybody. But it was interesting to see them. And man, some people posted some nice things about my channel I never even knew. Some of them were from like a couple or a few years ago. They just post. Some of them were reacting to my videos, and they were laughing and saying cool stuff. And I was like, bro. So yeah, it's all good. Someone should start an MMA commentary channel, pushing especially the beanie. Message me, baby. Tarinto Rufles, GM is selling his house, and this fool asked to hire an editor. My beanie cannot fathom this. Also, can we get a Hulk Hogan impression, Grandmaster? Ooh, I don't know, man. That almost seems a little bit blasphemous if I do. I've never, ever tried to do a Hulk Hogan impression. ever.
Let me tell you something.
I can't do it.
Let me tell you something, brother. The last few years, there's been a lot of people that did a heel turn on me because of some stuff that they thought I said, some stuff that came out in the media and the newspapers, and in unfortunate voicemails, and they thought that I was saying certain things, brother. But I want you to know something. It was a work, brother. It was a work. I'm the one that put the sport on the map. I'm the immortal Hulk Hogan. I'm the first, and I'm the last. The WWE exists today because of what me and Vince McMahon did. And I want to let you know that I never, ever broke kayfabe. And all those things that you heard about me in the news, in the media, in the newspapers, and from all those women, they're lying. It was me choosing not to break kayfabe, brother, because I did my famous heel turn, and I never turned back, brother. That was the life I chose. I had to pass down the torch. I couldn't be the red and yellow anymore. I had to pass down the torch and let John Cena and those other guys be the good guy. And I was willing to do that for the company. I put them over. And I made a lot of people think that I was a bad guy. But it was all kayfabe, brother. You know where I am deep down inside. Taking my vitamins, saying my prayers. And I hope that you continue to do the same, brother. Because no matter where I am, no matter where you are, I'm always going to be listening, brother. I'm always going to be listening whether I'm over here or whether I'm over there. You better believe it, brother. You better believe that Hulkamania is going to run wild on you if you don't say your prayers and have your vitamins. I will be with you forever. What you going to do when Hulkamania runs wild on you, brother?
That's the best I got. That's the best I got. I love him. I love Hulk Hogan. I love Hulk Hogan. When it comes crashing down and it hurts inside, da 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 be da budi sudah da di ba yuda baba weju di bago jadi banoga. I gotta be a man. Can't let it slide. I am a real American. Hours upon hours upon hours. I spent. This was. If I'm Andy, this is my Woody. You know what I'm saying? I don't like when you guys act like that. I don't like when you do that. Mrs. UFCer. Mrs. UFCer. We officially have 4 female viewers in the Mexican martial arts community. We're up to 4 female viewers. Mrs. UFCer. Thank you. Thank you, Mrs. UFCer. I appreciate you. And I want to shout out Big Mike for joining the Mexican martial arts family. And in case you don't know Big Mike, and I don't want to insult you, maybe you do know this, there's a tab, the membership tab up on the top at my homepage. There's a bunch of private videos in there that no one else has access to unless you're a member. Lots of other stuff I've posted in the past that's private. The link to the Discord apparently is getting freaky in the Discord. People are meeting up and having freak-offs and stuff like that. I was hearing yesterday, somebody was talking about it yesterday. Somebody ended up getting married or something like that. Or they better. She's gonna have to make an honest man out of him. There's some stuff going down in the Discord right now. Thank you, Mrs. UFCer. Heck yeah, I had all those Nintendo games. What's up, Beto? What's up, Beto? Can you do Cameo, GM? You know what? I turned it off a long time ago. I should turn it back on. You know what? Sometimes when I try to when I don't want to forget something, I'll do something super random so that when I see it later, I'll be like, that represented that thing. So look it. I have a tripod right here. So I'm going to put this hat on the tripod and I'm going to lay it down behind me. And that way when the stream's over, I'm going to have to walk past it and I'm going to remember Cameo. So a while back, I don't know why I stopped it. It was kind of dumb that I did that because people were very active on my Cameo. But yeah, I'll turn it back on. Do you know where what is it? Cameo. Hopefully they didn't kick me off. How do I even restart that? Oh, snap! Oh, that's not what that means. Okay, I was just flattering myself. How do I log in, bro? I don't even know. What do you see? The sun is rising. Most definitely. A new day is dawning. Ooh, people are changing. How do I activate it again? Beautiful. Crystal blue persuasion. How do I turn it back on? Love is the answer. I wonder if I could only do it on the app. I really want to figure it out right now while I'm on with you, actually, because that way if someone wants to get one, I could do it and you won't forget about me. Look to your soul. Log in. Why are you gonna act like you don't remember my email, bro? Oh, that's a complicated code. Blue persuasion. Categories help people find accounts like yours when they're browsing the site. You could change your category at any time. Wait, what the heck? Why is my thing on reality TV? How do you change this? Oh, this is dumb. Okay, I'm gonna do that later. Am I understanding this correctly? I think I had a bunch of orders waiting. Welcome back. Share one of these images to social media to announce to your followers that you're ready for new requests. That's good, right? That's good. I don't need to be greedy. All right, so let me see if I can find my profile now. Mexican martial arts cameo. Let me test it real quick on another browser because I don't know if this is going to work. It gave me some funky URL. Samorami. Okay, I think it will work. If you want it, if you got people having birthdays and stuff like that, if you want it, there's the Cameo link. If you don't want it, I understand. Tarinto, have you seen Hogan's gay guy promo botch? Wait, what? If I did, it somehow I may have intentionally erased it from my memory. I don't think I have. That's my Wilson. Leon Edwards, bro, I don't know how to do a British accent. Trying to motivate himself in the mirror. All right. Is that how Leon Edwards talks? Hey, all right, chum. Well, my name's Leon Edwards. Yeah, right. In it. My name's Leon Edwards, isn't it? I'm looking in my mirror. My name's Leon Edwards. I'm looking in my mirror. In it. That's how British people sound to me. Yeah, my name's Leon Edwards. I'm looking in my mirror. In it. Oh, my name's Leon Edwards. And, hey, Leon, don't let them bully you, son. Don't let them bully you. It was annoying what he said at the press conference, but he was right. He was right, right? Old chap. He was right. Don't let them bully you, son. It was annoying, but it was good advice. I will not let them bully me, son. You all right, innit? You think those live fans feel bad now about booing him for Netflix first Raw? I want to not think about that. It infuriated me. I was so all those bunch of weenies in the crowd, in that punk soft you know what crowd of full of you know what kind of people, just throwing tantrums. The dude lived his life entertaining these fans. He gave everything that he had. He did what I'm trying not to do. He literally gave his life. He had his family at home. He had his marriage at home. He had his kid. And look, I'm not trying to speak bad on him, but he chose the fans. He chose the fans. He was on tour. He was on planes. He was on buses. He was in the ring. He devoted his life. He gave everything he had to that sport. And they're booing him. Oh. And that was his last. And I said it a couple streams ago that I hope I'm wrong. I hope there was another event that I missed and that I'm not aware of. And that had to be his last appearance. Somebody confirmed it in the video that I saw. That was his last live wrestling appearance. What a way after everything that he did. After all these childhoods he built for all these people, everything he did to his body, everything he put on the line, all the entertainment. And that was the last one. That makes me sick. Am I on Facebook? Yeah, I believe so. I haven't used. So long story short, that's where I got big initially. Way back in the days. the Mexican martial arts first blew up on Facebook. And then we tried and we fought as hard as we could to finally get some traction on YouTube. And we finally got there. But we were the biggest on Facebook at first. And we had, I don't know, I think we had like 15, somewhere between 15 and 20,000 followers, I think. And then there was a thing when Voto Studios, when we had our break and we parted ways. I mean, everything was all good. But I was going to continue to make my living that way. And we could not figure out, and no one from Facebook would help us to figure out how to separate the accounts and change stuff. So I had to start all over again on Facebook. And as of right now, I only have 1.9 thousand followers. And every time I would post on there, it would get like no traction. It was like dead. Like if anybody likes Facebook and they're active on Facebook, I was actually thinking about it like yesterday when I was thinking about Rumble too lately. I need to stop putting all my huevos in one crate, you know? I need to be active on Twitter. I need to be on Rumble. I need to be on Instagram. I need to be on Facebook. If anyone's super active on Facebook, this page right here is the new page. I haven't posted on there in like 2 years, but I should. I need to get back on there. People having kids in the Discord. Hey, whoa. Hey, Stout Cup. Whoa. DXJC56. Yeah, that was weird. That was unnecessary, but I ain't gonna feed into it. Islam impression, go.
I talk like very soft, you know. I very soft spoken, you know. Like you could think of me like a Dagestani killer, you know. Like I act like I could be like serial killer, you know. Like I don't like to look people in the eyes, and I talk very soft spoken, and like I have very good sense of humor, you know. Like more than Khabib, you know. Khabib is very like stoic and you know, very serious, and I feel like I'm serious too, you know. And I kind of sound a little bit Indian sometimes, you know, or maybe Jesse's just not good at this accent. I sound like I have a little bit of Indian inside of me, you know. Not like that all, you know. Pause, you know. But I am very soft spoken. But I would break you. I used to break you. I crush you, and I feel like Ilia is overrated little bit, but I feel like they're making pound for pound to create fight is good marketing. It's okay, and you know, I'm a nice guy. I like DC. DC is a little bit fat, little bit fat, but he's okay. He's a funny guy.
Thank you, Beto.
Tracy Morgan! What you mean, Tracy Morgan? Why you say that? Hi, I'm Brian Fallow. He just talked like this real big with his mouth, you know. Just talk real big with the mouth like this. I'm Brian Fallow. You know,
Chuck Fury at FuriousComedy.com. The bad stuff Hulk Hogan said was probably superstar Billy Graham's fault, since Hulkster took superstar's persona. He probably just was repeating him. Hey, that's like super high level trolling or super high level clutch. Like, that makes total sense. Like, airtight case for Hogan right there. I like it. Either way you take it, I love it. Thank you, Chuck Fury at FuriousComedy.com. That's good. At first, I was like, Billy Graham. He's talking like that at one of his tent meetings, but you met the other Billy Graham. Um, um, y'all were the Mexican theme MMA. Hey, RDC World, man, that's a good aspiration right there. RDC World's crazy, man. That's good stuff right there. Thanks for replying to all of us. I don't know where everyone else is from, but love from Bangladesh. Dang, Bangladesh. That's where George Harrison went and did that one concert. That's crazy. That's cool. I get it, Jamaican bobsled team. I understand. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. But I would be crazy to not say that I understand that perspective. So I get it. I get it. Do you do you like spicy food? I don't want to assume. I spent like the first large part of my life not liking spicy food. But it has definitely grown on me. I get down with some spicy jalapeno chicken for sure. I just ate some Frito Boats yesterday and I threw a bunch of jalapenos in that. I like to put jalapenos on my pizza. I like spicy like ramen and noodles and stuff. So yeah, I get down with it. I just don't like when you get, like, I went to this one place a while ago and they had like this, spicy chicken or whatever. And I thought, oh, that's cool. I like spicy chicken sandwiches. I could get down with some spice. But some of them, it's like, okay, bro, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to put me on the news or something? Some of them are like so stupidly, painfully, ridiculously hot. It doesn't even make sense. When it's like that, it's like, I'm not into that at all. What's the weirdest country you get in your analytics? Let me check. Do you prefer Indian food or sushi? I gotta say Indian because I will never touch sushi. I don't eat seafood. That's nasty. I when I was at the car dealership, I actually worked with a few Indian dudes that were really cool. I miss those dudes. There was a really cool guy named Vikas, and he, for his birthday, he brought what was it called? Samosas. He brought samosas and naan. Oh, I remember because I came in late and I was like, you guys didn't say me naan? Anybody? Did you hear me? Guys, quiet down. Did you hear me? Hey, you guys didn't say me naan? You get it because of naan? Because like you just... But he brought naan and some samosas. It was pretty good. Let me see about the country real quick. Audience. So we have a 2.2% female audience. 97.4% male, 2.2% female audience. 60.4% is from the United States. 60.4% from the US. 6% from the UK. 5% from Canada. 2.8% from Australia. 1.9% from India, 1.7% from Germany, 1.4% from South Africa, 1.1% from the nether regions. That's interesting. 0.7% from Mexico. 0.7% from Indonesia. I'm as big in Mexico as I am in Indonesia. Interesting. 0.7% in Ireland, 0.7% in Malaysia, 0.6% in Saudi Arabia, 0.6% in New Zealand, 0.6% in Sweden, 0.5% in Spain, 0.5% in the Philippines, 0.5% in France, 0.4% in Brazil, 0.3% in Poland, 0.3% in Italy, 0.2% in Switzerland, 0.2% in Belgium, 0.2% in Romania, 0.2% in Pakistan. 0.2% in Austria, 0.2% in Portugal, 0.2% in Serbia, 0.2% in Singapore, 0.2% in Finland, 0.2% in Denmark, 0.2% in Norway, 0.2% in Israel, 0.2% in the United Arab Emirates, 0.2% in Croatia, 0.2% in Japan, 0.2% in Greece, 0.2% in Egypt, 0.2% in Morocco, 0.1% in Algeria, 0.1% in Bangladesh. Hey, there's the homie right there in Bangladesh. It's the one dude in Bangladesh. 0.1% in Nigeria, 0.1% in Bulgaria, 0.1% in Puerto Rico, 0.1% in Thailand, 0.1% in Kenya, 0.1% in Argentina, 0.1% in Kuwait, 0.1% in Georgia, 0.1% in Czechia. Yeah, there you go. There's some weird stuff in there, right? Hey, same here, Jamaican bobsled team, same here. Acid reflux has ruined my spice intake. It's all good, bro. I got acid reflux. I'm pretty sure I got acid reflux because my mom has it like bad. And I often have food come back out like whole. And I'll just be like, second meal. Post-game appetizer. And I have I'm pretty sure I'm lactose intolerant because you don't want to be within you don't want to be the same amount of distance between me and a predator. You want to stay the same distance away from me and a sensual offender after I eat anything with lactose in it. But it's like, hey, I'm going to live my life. I'm going to enjoy these foods. The foods that hurt you the most are the ones that usually taste the best, you know? So I'm going to do my thing. We always hear people say pound for pound best fighter, but you have to say your pound for pound worst five fighters. Ooh, like just because you don't like them or because of how legitimately bad they are. I'll just, for my own perspective, man, some of the ones I don't like are good fighters though. I mean, Sean Strickland. Michelle Watterson, she broke my heart too many times. Kevin Holland. Dustin Gaethje. Sage Van Zandt. Yeah, you got to be able to taste the food, you know? The spice is supposed to be like a good addition, you know? Not the whole thing. It's not supposed to be a novelty, just burn your mouth off, you know? I don't think people would have booed him if they knew it was his last showing. People probably thought they were being involved in the storyline. Yeah, I mean, I guess when there's adrenaline and, you know, you get caught up in a moment, it's easy. It's easy to do that. Did you like selling cars? No, it was brutal. It was soul sucking, man. I didn't like selling cars. I legitimately straight up got told to my face on multiple occasions that I was too honest and that I was too nice and that they actually used the word shark, that I needed to be more of a shark. And I would be told, those customers don't care about you. You think they care about you? Why do you care about them? And I was like, this industry is not for me. It's terrible. I knew when I was able to provide a good deal and help people out, you know, sell a car, move metal, help the business, help the customer, give them a good deal. And it was like, no, there's money to be made. There's a big profit margin. Why are you going to do that? Crack them. We could make this much on them. They don't know. And I'm like, bro, this is sick. This is disgusting. Tony Robbins did that, Ryan Holiday? That's crazy. I'm going to have to look that up. Worldwide. I got my Mexican martial arts shirt this week. I knew it would be dope, but it makes me look way less fat. Worth every penny and a bunch more dollars. Thank you. Thank you, Chuck Fury at FuriousComedy.com. I really, really appreciate people that represent the merch out there. That's just like a crazy kind of on the boots kind of representation that like that's next level. People seeing you out there just spreading the word like that visually is crazy. Thank you. I might be the only Bangladeshi viewer of yours. Sad to see no one else and 178 million people know about your Russian MMA vid. The reverse Khabib joke was fire. The reverse Khabib joke. I'm trying to remember what that was. Reverse Khabib. Reverse Khabib. Oh, where the fighter went outside the cage. No, where he went inside the cage to fight, right? Yeah. Is that what it was? Dang, that was a long time ago. That's one of my favorite videos I've ever made. I love you so. Oh, what a night. Oh, what a night. Ooh, oh, yes, you did. Ha, ha. Get a real estate license. I tried, but the what's it called? Barrier to entry, or what's that term? There was a lot of money you had to pay up front. Plus, after a while, I realized I don't think it's for me. I think I'm the worst kind of person to get into sales because I'm such a workaholic and there's like no cap, there's no end on sales. I need to know I'm done at this time. Like if I'm gonna do anything but YouTube, at least when it's YouTube, it's my thing and whatever, it's worth it. But if I'm in like sales, I will work nonstop. I need to get out of that sales life, man. It's hard to turn it off. Yeah, it's tough. It's terrible. That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. And that's why it makes me feel good when I was hearing Hogan say right now that it was all kayfabe and he knew it was a heel turn. He knew what he was doing. And that makes me believe that he was at peace with it. That makes me believe that he was at peace with it. How would you go about buying a car if you had to? It depends. If I was like, I mean, this is like something probably that won't apply to any of us. If I was well off enough, I would buy it cash. If that's not an option, I would get a loan from a credit union. Because they give the best rates. If that's not an option, if specifically a credit union is not an option, then I will get it from whoever your bank is. Car dealerships will sometimes tell you because of what they do, by the nature of what they do. They have so many other different banks that they could work with that they have as resources. But even so, if they find an interest rate for you that's even in the realm of what you want, they absolutely pad it. They pad it so that they make money on extra percentage points. So if your bank, well, either way, whether you come in with because if you go into a car dealership with the pre-approval, they're going to bug and try to get you to go with them. Well, what if we get you a better one? What if we could find you this? What if we could get you lower? Most of the time, they won't find one. And if they do, they're going to have some kind of weird stipulations. Oh, okay, we could get it, but you have to do this too, or you got to add that on there, or, you know, your term's going to be this now, or whatever. But let's say you go to a certain dealership and they tell you, yeah, your interest rate is 8.4. Most likely it's like 7.9 or 8 flat or whatever. But they padded it so that now over that whole term that you're paying it, they're making all that extra leg. So the best thing, if you're not able to just pay it cash, get a pre-approval from a bank. Start with a credit union. If you can't get that, get a bank. Go to Capital One, whatever. Because there's no agenda there. Of course, a bank is a bank. A bank's going to try to make their money too, but not even close to like a car dealership would. And they hate it. They hate it. If you go to the dealership first and then try to leave and go to the bank, they can do everything they can to get you to stay, and it's going to get annoyed, and you're probably going to dislike them and not even want to go back there. You should walk in with the approval. When you walk in, it's almost like someone's getting served, or like they're giving you divorce papers. It's like, when you walk in, they're like, we're done. Hey, at least we'll get to move metal today. Send whatever. You know, they beat us. They got it on paper. They already got the interest rate. They already got the term. They already got the approval amount. They know what they're doing. They talked to somebody in the know. We lost. Just at least we sell a car today, whatever. But if you go in there first, they're going to, what if we could do this? What if we could do that? Wait, you go to what bank? Oh, we work with that bank all the time. You don't even have to go anywhere. We could do it from right here. But I hated that one. Trying to hold people captive. I want to say thank you. To Esteban. For throwing down foul 20. That's right. Esteban threw down $4.20. I get it. Hitler's birthday. I get it. Thank you very much, Esteban. I appreciate you. Thank you. Late December back in 63. My step 1 is finding a lottery ticket on the sidewalk. Step 2, win the lottery. Step 3, pay cash. That's what I'm talking about. What's up, Thomas the Doubter? How do they like people who pay full with cash? They hate them. If you go to a dealership and you pay cash, it could be a $140,000 Mercedes GLS, or it could be a $9,000 Subaru. It could be a pre-owned, it could be new. If you show up and you pay in cash, the dealership hates you. It's so weird to me. I remember when I was working there and the customer would show up and they'd be like, how good of a deal could you give me? And I got to be honest, I would get annoyed with the customer. Because, I worked there too. The customer would come in and they'd be like, what's the price? And we tell them, and they'd be like, all right, how much better could you do? Really? Tell me. And then it's like, well, bro, at a certain point, like, of course, there's the stigma, and of course, it's probably a little more than you want it to be. But at a certain point, you're really getting told the truth. There is a number that you actually can't go below. And I know no matter what you hear, you probably think it's going to be lower, but logically, at some point, it is the lowest, and people never believe it. And again, it's because of stigma, and it's the car dealership's fault because they perpetuate that stigma, so no one's ever going to believe them, even when you are actually... There were so many times I was legitimately giving people the absolute barest, most bottom line, best deal possible, and they're like, nah, I know you could do better. And I couldn't! I really couldn't! And I would even show them on my phone on the back, and I'm like, bro, look, there's nothing there. And they're like, nah, I know you could do better. Some people talk themselves out of a good deal because they're so paranoid. But people would show up, and they'd be like, all right, so what if I'm paying cash? I'm a cash buyer. Did you know that? And I'd be like, bro, you're the worst kind of customer. They're not going to give you a deal like that. That's not how you get deals. If anything, they'll come down on the car. They'll come down on the price of the car. They'll work with you if you finance, because now you scratch their back, they scratch yours. So if you want to do any kind of finagling like that, you got to finance, because that's when the dealership will be like, okay, cool. They're helping us out. They're getting this product. They're going this term. Fine. Let's come down however much. And I'd always tell my customers, hey, bro, just finance the car and then pay it off in like a week. You got the cash? Just finance it today. Tell them what they want to hear. Pay it off in a week. There's no early payment fees. Do what you got to do, bro. But yeah, dealerships, that's not, a lot of people are like, did you know I'm a cash buyer? Are you impressed? No, dealerships hate that, because it doesn't allow them to space to do what they want to do to try to make extra money. It's best for you, but don't ever think you have some kind of upper hand at a dealership with cash. They hate that. Only you and what I need in a friend. Esteban's a fan of Willie Nelson. Ambrose, you are very welcome. You are very welcome. I'm telling you, I would always, sometimes in the most polite way I could, I would tell customers, I'd say, I know you've heard cash is king. I'm familiar. I know that's like the old days. I was like the 70s, the 80s. I tell them, hold your cards up your sleeve. Keep everything in your back pocket. I told them car dealerships absolutely hate cash. Play the game up front. If you know you want to pay cash, pretend like you're going to finance it. Make them give you the best deals up front. Then you switch it up later if you got to. But I would tell people, don't come in thinking cash is king and you're going to impress anybody. It doesn't work that way anymore. The people that they want financing, that's how they make their money. Cheeky Metro, would you ever do an IRL stream? I don't think so. I thought about it the other day. I actually did. I watched some YouTube video. It just came up in the algorithm, and it was about all these IRL streamers. And I was like, I was intrigued, but I thought, you know what? I'm like when I'm in public, I'm like the most respectable, quiet, keep to myself. Like, I don't want to be loud. I don't want to get in anybody's space. If I'm out at a restaurant, if I'm having dinner, I don't want to interrupt anybody's meal. I don't want to be rude. I don't want to, like, I'm very, like, respectful of people's spaces. And the whole IRL thing is, like, being annoying and getting in people's business and loud chat that make people feel uncomfortable and being all crazy and flamboyant and getting people's attention. It's like, that's the exact opposite of me. I don't want to be out there annoying people, ruining people's evenings. Otherwise, it would be cool to just be like, if I just did it and I was like, hey, I'm in my garage now, I'm working out, and hey, now I'm eating menudo, or hey, now I'm in my backyard, but nobody wants to watch that. But like, I would never want to do it around people and bug people. Billy the Kidder, I'm about to say goodbye. Thank you for showing up in time. Everything I own was bought outright. That's amazing. That's amazing right there. What do you think about the predetermined price deals that Costco sets up with its members and dealerships? Are they good deals? To be honest, I don't know. I'm not too familiar with that. The predetermined price deals that Costco sets up. I mean, that's kind of like, I might be stretching here, but that's kind of like CarMax, right? Where it's like no negotiating, no this, no that, no haggling, no back and forth. It's predetermined. It is what it is. That's kind of, I think that's the closest I could get to what you're describing without knowing more about this, because I really don't know too much about Costco's pricing, stuff like that. But if that's what I think it is, I like that. That way there's no games. There's no playing around. It is what it is. You don't have to get pressured. You don't have to go in there with any kind of stress. You already know what it's going to be. Yeah, I'll do my best, Guru sis. I hated it. It's just a dirty industry. You guys always make me laugh into the hiccups. GM got into YouTube to avoid IRL stuff. I got into it to just avoid IRL, period. Even just real life. Oh. Your wife. ARJR721, bro, you never get all this gem variety on ESPN, Inside Track, on MMA, Faith, Wrestling, even carbine advice. You'll never get that on ESPN. A workman is worth his wages. Hey, you know where you can get it? All this is going to show up tomorrow on Charlie Sundin's channel. All of this. It's just a day late. I appreciate you. Tarinto, I respect the loyalty to yourself, full integrity. Thank you. I always felt like an outsider over there. They knew that I didn't do business that way. And it definitely, like, I was cool with everybody and they were cool with me, but I could tell that it definitely affected my potential success in that environment, because they're going to favor and spoon people that they know are going to be cutthroat, and that is not me. And I wasn't going to let that place change me. Chat can dice these streams up and make 5 different channels. Hey, let's do it. Stanya Bice. I can't do his voice. I can't do Carter's voice. Stanya Bice. That's Leon. No, Makhachev. Stand your base. I'll stand my base. Who's the best person to send in to buy the car? Like old guy, hot chick. Well, first of all, it has to be like the way dealerships are these days. They don't mess around with like brokers and people coming to negotiate for you. They'll literally shut it down and just be like, is your name going to be on the car? And if it's not, they'll be like, we can't deal with you. And I think to be fair, I think it's a legal thing as well. But just so you know, you won't get too far with that if it's not the person's name on it. Now, if you want to bring someone in with you, you could get away with it a little better. I've never seen it firsthand, but I have heard from coworkers where the car buyer comes in and then they bring someone who's trying to do all the talking, and the dealership basically told the person, like, I'm sorry, you can't do this. This is disruptive. This is a place a bit like we got to ask you to leave. And if the person wants to buy a car, they got to stick around and do it on their own. It's crazy, but it happens. But I would say the chick, to be honest with you, because I mean, at least the people I worked with, they are, and I'm talking, I worked at 3 different dealerships. They are animals. I don't know what it is about the industry. I don't know what it does to people, but they are animals. And they will treat old people like they're dumb and worthless and unimportant and obsolete. With the young chick, they'll just be like, oh, when they leave the desk and they go in back and they talk to their managers and the other coworkers, they might as well be in a locker room. And it's all about impressing and giving what she wants and trying to be the good guy. And yes, of course, I'll do whatever I can for you. I want to earn your business and blah, 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 and whatever else. That's how you'll get the farthest. If it's someone old, if it's an old dude, if it's an old lady, someone they could mentally write off, they will. But if it's a chick, it's all psychological. It's just behavioral type stuff. If it's a dude, if you go in there and you're like a young dude, testosterone, hard-headed, they'll prefer to not sell you the car. And I've seen that time and time again. So don't go in there thinking, I'm gonna push him around. I'm gonna let him know I don't play around like that. I'm gonna get my deal. I got my Theo got his truck for this price. And, I got my tight shirt on, and I'm gonna let him know I wear my sunglasses on my head. And I'm not afraid of anybody. I'll come in here. They will happily send you home. And if you're the kind of dude like, okay, I'll take my business elsewhere then. Cool, bro. Cool. but you're gonna go to 10 different dealerships. They will happily walk you. I did it myself, actually. When you're with somebody like that, it gets to the point where it's like, bro, I don't even want your money. I don't want to deal with you. You could kick rocks, homie. They come in all disrespectful and hard-headed and trying to put on a show, trying to posture, and it's like, nah, I don't need that, bro. Go down the street. Go to Chrysler. Go do what you got to do over there. They'll walk you out. They don't even care. You'll just be wasting your time. Someone will come buy that same car the next day. I've had people like that. They come, they try to be all difficult. They're trying to take like $8,000 off a car or something like that. They leave, the next day it's gone. For real, Michael. I didn't know if I wanted to say Mike Alfieri or Michael Fury. You're too much of a truther to be in a line business, Grandmaster. I know. It was terrible. It was a conflict. I've been a long-time viewer, and I know you absolutely 100% stand your base when it comes to your principles. Yeah, I could have been way more successful if I was a scumbag. I appreciate you. Those suits always act like punching down. As soon as you confront them, they will run faster. Yeah, it's just a bunch of man babies, you know. Yeah, sales. It's not for me, bro. It's not for me. Yeah, for real. Like some people, they come in and they're like, hey, I know you're ripping me off and you're all evil people, and I want $20,000 off anything I look at. And it's like, bro, it doesn't work like that. I know there's a lot of bad people in the industry. I know you've heard horror stories. I know people get ripped off, but you can't just come in here like that. Like, I tried to sell so many cars to so many different people, like I just said, and I was legitimately giving them the best absolute deal possible, period. And they're like, no, I want better. And it's like, bro, it doesn't exist. That's good, Philip. That's good. Yeah, when it's after the fact like that, and you like, hey, if you're just buying a car, it's different. But if it's after the fact and you got done wrong like that, you got to do what you got to do, man. Respect. Especially if on paper, they clearly can see that they did something that was not cool. They know they got to walk that back. I did look into it a while back. I talked about it a little bit ago. Ryan Holiday. There was a big cost to get in through the gates. It was a big upfront cost. And then I started looking into it more, and I was like, you know what? This is just too, like, bottom line, I think I needed to get out of the sales world, especially with my personality and my workaholism. I need to not be in something like sales. It's just it's like YouTube. It's so much work with you might not even ever make any money from it. It's like, I got to have at least one job that I know I work from this time to this time, and I'm gonna get paid this amount on this day. I gotta have one job like that. Tell us your best experience in the car selling business when your heart felt happy. I think the one that comes the strongest to my beanie is, there would always be people, this is when I worked at Mercedes, there would always be people coming into the store and everyone hated it. They would buy their car elsewhere, not even from us. And they'd show up and then be like, hey, how do I use the dash, the interface? Because they didn't know how to use the technology. And everyone's like, bro, I make my living trying to sell cars. My time is precious. I can't just go help you with this. People hated it. Me and like one other dude, this vet that's been there forever, are the only ones that would ever give anyone the time of day and go do it. Because it's just customer service. Some people are just like that. Some people don't care. And I needed to sell cars too. I needed to make money too. But I can't turn people away like that. So this lady came in and couple people blew her off. Oh, baby, go look. So I approach her and I'm like, yeah, where's the car? I'll help you out. I go out, no expectation whatsoever. I'm just trying to help this lady. She's there and her daughter's there. I go out, do exactly what she needed, figure out the whole thing, fix it. Everything's perfect. She's happy. After that, she tells me, you know what? She says, are you a salesperson? I say, yeah. And she said, my daughter needs a car. And she's like, I really appreciate you helping and going out of your way and taking your time. Would you like to help my daughter find a car? And I say, yes, please. So then, and they were so cool. I went and I was trying to help the daughter find a car. And of course, you know, starry-eyed, she was looking at a couple cars that would have been really expensive. One of them was brand new. And I was like, She got really good hours, and she just went into a management position at a Starbucks. And I was like a little uneasy because I was like, I know how much this kind of car is going to cost and how long she's going to be paying this. I don't know about that. And then she had her eyes on this other car, this jalopy, this beater car that I had just taken in on a trade that I knew needed a lot of work, and I would not have recommended to, you know, one of my relatives. And her heart was set on one or the other because she likes so many things about both of them for one reason or another. And I'm like, this car's going to give her mechanical problems. This car is going to be too expensive for her. And I was stressing over it. But I knew what she wanted because of all the things she was describing. The things that she liked about these two cars and the thing that she liked about her mom's car. I started mentally putting it all together. And I recommended another car to her. I was like, what about this car? And she loved it. And it was a fairly new car. Not only that, it was certified pre-owned, which is amazing. It still had warranty, and it still had more warranty on top of that because it was a certified pre-owned. Very good miles. All the different things that she listed, the amalgamation from all the different cars she wanted, perfect. We test drove it. She loved it. We went back and forth. There were some things that she was trying to work on. She was trying to get to a certain payment. And I like this person a lot because another very significant part of this story, I don't know if you remember, I had a mental breakdown. They stopped selling green tea matcha lemonade at Starbucks. Remember I mentioned that? It was huge. I couldn't believe it. They took the stuffed chicken marsala meal from Olive Garden. I had a panic attack and I was always tweeting at Olive Garden to bring it back. They finally brought it back. They took away the junior bacon cheeseburger from Jack in the Box. I was tweeting them up. They finally brought it back, but they never brought back the grande sausage burrito. Ridiculous. I'm still holding my breath on that one. And then they took away the green tea matcha lemonade from Starbucks. But then, and I was telling her, I was like, wait a minute, you work at Starbucks? And I started telling her, I was getting all emotional. She's like, bro, let me tell you. They still have it, but you gotta ask for it manually. You gotta ask for lemonade with ice, of course, ice lemonade. And then you got to ask for 6 scoops of matcha, 7 pumps of classic. And that's in the Trenta cup. That's why it needs those measurements. 7 scoops of matcha, 7 pumps of classic. That's what it was before. But it costs way more now because they make you do it all separately because they're trying to make more money, of course. So she tells me that changes my life. I thought it was gone forever. Now she told me how I could still make it. I knew where she wanted to be. I was going back and forth. You have to work the desk a little bit. You don't just go back and forth with the customer. You gotta work the desk. You gotta try to tell the desk certain things to get the customer a good deal sometimes. I got her payment down to where she wanted to be, to where she was comfortable. She's just starting out, trying to do her own thing. Super happy. We went through all these different steps and hoops because they wanted her proof of residence or proof of this, proof of that. We spent so long with her trying to get it all because she had just moved. She had a different mailing address. We stuck in there, got it done for her. And that was just such a success story. She was happy. Her mom was happy. I was happy. That one sticks in my beanie. I really like that one. That was way too long of a story, I realize now. I'm telling you, David, I'm telling you. Khabib is old school. He's old school. He's like a true Puritan when it comes to fighting. None of this new, soft, modern type of stuff. It's just like how they ruined every martial art. Ruined judo. Ruined BJJ. Wasn't much to begin with. Ruined karate. This stuff got to stop being sports. And they're like sportifying UFC more and more and more over the years for sponsorships. It used to be human cockfighting. In the old days, it was human cockfighting. Now they're trying to get KFC. Now they're trying to get Popeyes as sponsorships. It's like extreme ends of the spectrum. You go from cockfighting to getting that chicken sponsorship. It gets too sportified. It should be no rounds. It should be until tap out or knockout. It should be like UFC 1 1993, except minus the BJJ propaganda. Are you related to Max Holiday? Not as far as I know. I mean, in one way or another, aren't we all related? But, you know, in the way that you're asking, I don't believe so. We should just be able to buy from the manufacturer, no middleman, just like healthcare should be. We don't need middleman. To buy a car, I will pay someone to do it. The process is so gross. You're correct. You are correct. You are absolutely correct. Anytime there's an industry like that where you get somebody that has the ability to make that, what's the word I'm thinking of? When there's the margins, those unnecessary margins. Imagine if you wanted to go buy some shoes, if you wanted to go buy some pants, if you wanted to buy a soda, and for everything you had to negotiate with the middleman, and there's all this bartering. It's crazy. It's crazy. Thank you, Chiqui Metro. Thank you. It's hard for me to believe that when I struggle so much and I'm just constantly failing, but I still force myself to believe it. Thank you. Thank you, D. Jordan. Thank you. I appreciate you. That's heavy, man. Being a barber, that would have me paranoid, man. Messing with people's cuts, like that's their moneymaker right there, man. The whole way they look, and then like they're gonna look like that for weeks, you know. That's pressure right there. I respect people that do that. I hope they tip you, man. Carlos, long story short, it's really a sensitive topic. I don't know if I want to relive it and go through it again, but long story short, Marilena did me like Delilah. She was getting insecure, and when I was asleep, she shaved my mustache. She tried to do me like Delilah. She tried to take my powers away, you know? And she heard me on here talking about my potential transplant. And she shaved my thighs as well. She shaved my thigh hairs. And I'm still feeling some kind of way about it, and I'm not ready to talk about it in length yet. Tarinto, you're not only Jesse, the founder and grandmaster of MMA Mexican martial arts, but you're also the real human that cares about family and integrity. Thank you, Tarinto. Thank you. Thank you. I wish, and I know there are, and I don't want to disrespect anyone in here right now, but I know there have been people in here that are not like you, and they just look at me like a puppet, like a clown. And anytime I talk about any real life stuff, they don't like it and they get offended because I just need to talk about Tom Aspinall and statistics and stuff like that. So I appreciate it. I appreciate you for letting me be real. Thank you, Aunt Fernie. I appreciate that. I was getting self-conscious. Check the service records. For sure, you got to ask for those service records. Carfax. I mean, I saw it myself. I don't think it ever happened firsthand, but I would overhear it all the time. You're going along till someone finally remembers to ask for the service records or the Carfax. It's like, ooh, never mind. When will you stream next, and how long have you been streaming today? My plan is to stream just about every evening. I plan to stream tomorrow, maybe around 5, hopefully, PST. I usually stream for like 2 hours. Today I already went over. I've been streaming 2 hours and 20 minutes. I'll probably wrap it up in a couple minutes here. No one would have a chance versus Khabib with no rounds. I'm telling you. It doesn't even matter the weight class. It doesn't even matter. I do not understand. I do not understand it when people act crazy about open weight classes. You know they did it for many years, right? And little guys won quite often. Hey, Connor C, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for validating me. Would you tap into other stuff besides MMA, like giving us a workout session? You will be surprised people need something in the ear to focus on other daily activities such as work. You know what I was actually thinking about the other day? Because I'm definitely... I was... It crossed my beanie earlier today, actually, when I was driving home. It frustrates me that some people get depressed and they get stressed out and they get skinny. They'll be like, I lost so much weight because I'm stressed and I'm depressed. I'm like, what? I gain like 30 pounds when I get depressed. How do you guys do that? And I've been wanting to I've been wanting to like trim down and kind of rip up lately. And I was thinking I should do some motivational, like Billy Blanks kind of. And I know they're not for everybody. I don't expect people to stand there and just sit there for hours and watch me sweat to the oldies, you know. But I've actually been thinking about doing some of those. Maybe a little inspiration, a little motivation. Hey, if you see the Grandmaster workout, I mean, you think Tony Ferguson got cardio? You think Tony Ferguson gets down with some unique exercises? You see the Grandmaster workout, you're going to be motivated. We're all going to get ripped up in here. So it's possible, Marloca. It's possible. I've been trying to stay away from that because I just hear all these horror stories of how when you go outside of your particular niche, it confuses the channel. But I would like to think about that. I used to sell cars too. I couldn't take the anxiety of, will I even make money this week? I went into machine operation. It might not be as good as a good week selling cars, but it's decent money. Yeah, at least it's consistent. The thing that had me trapped for a couple years with car sales is you could make 15, 20,000 a month. You could, but do you? And it was always that maybe next week. And it's so stressful, bro. So stressful. Not only are you dealing with customers that hate you right off the bat, your managers are giving you stress. They're coming down on you because their bosses are coming down on them. And then if you're just making hours and you're not selling, then you're going to get written up. You're going to get fired. It's just crazy stress. And I'm an idiot because I got into sales and YouTube. And both jobs are like, am I even going to make money this week? Everything I do is like that. I always buy secondhand private. I got 3 cars, 2 bikes. But I bought my wifey a brand new Kia. I think that's love. Doing something you know is wrong, but for the right reasons. There you go. Yeah. That's good right there. That's beautiful right there. Putting her in a brand new one. You know she loved it. That's nice right there. And that's a huge gesture too, because you already know she picks up on what you do typically. And then the fact that you're willing to go out of the norm and do something different like that, that's huge. Says a lot. Oh, heck yeah. That Benadryl will put me out. Hey, thank you, Michael Fury. I appreciate you always. Always. I'm going to have to think of another way to take it out on her because she don't even like Chinese. I'm going to have to think of another way. Thank you, Philip. Thank you. For real, I should change the category. I've been wondering if the fact that I have it listed under sports has been holding me back. I should change it. Thank you, Lone Wolf. Thank you. I'd like it to be more like that. Thank you. I love food too much, bro. I wish I hated it. I was actually telling one of my kids the other day. I was telling them that I'm considering having a taste bud removal operation. You know how like Bruce Lee removed his sweat glands from his underarm so he wouldn't sweat? I was thinking about, I told her, imagine if people just actually had taste bud removal surgery, everybody would be skinny. I can't believe no one has thought of that. Like all these inventions, all these technological breakthroughs we had, no one has thought of a taste bud removal operation. That would be game changing. Because if food didn't even taste good, I wouldn't even care. Philip. On title, Grandmaster, I was in another YouTube chat and said, I'm with you. That Ilia has only beat fools on the way out. They told me you're just playing a character. Is that kayfabe take or not? You kept it real, right? um, you know what's funny? I have seen, thank you, Untitled. I have seen people talk about me in comment sections. And there'll be people that are actually like down with the channel. And they'll be like, it's all laughs. You can't take nothing he says seriously. Everything he says is just like stupid, funny, ridiculous, trolling takes. I love the channel, but you can't listen to what he says. It's just laughs. And I'm like, excuse me? That was absolutely a real take. That was absolutely a real take. I can't believe that people think it just shows you. It just shows you how easy the MMA community could be, unfortunately. And I don't mean every single one of you, but I just mean unfortunately as a whole. We see it. We see it on tweets and comment sections and Reddit. Some of the most ridiculous sentiments you'll see come from these people. And that's why the term casual was thrown around so much. It's insane. You see people who just started watching MMA yesterday, or some dude has the right look, has the right swagger or whatever, and they're like, yes, I'm sold. I'm sold. And they see a knockout and that's it. They're buying the t-shirt. Same thing that Conor did. Conor did it differently, though. He did it differently. But, I mean, you know what? Maybe I should take some more time with that one. Because wasn't Jose Aldo like 10, 11 years undefeated when he fought Conor? If this dude was undefeated for 10 plus years, 10 plus years undefeated champion, there's no way he was in his prime. You can't be a champ, undefeated, defending for 10 years and still be in your prime. And then Eddie Alvarez, he wasn't in his prime around that time. Diaz was, and he beat Conor. And then he lost to Mayweather. Cowboy took a dive, lost to Poirier 2 times. I mean, Conor was a sham as well. But yeah, that was not kayfabe. He beat 3 dudes far past their prime. And anybody that's trying to convince themselves that any of those 3 dudes were not past their prime is kidding themselves. They're fans of those dudes and they're loyal to them, and they're blinded by their loyalty. Yeah, I tell people all the time, and I've said it a billion times on this channel, I'm an emotional eater. Any emotion I have, sadness, happiness, tiredness, depression, anxiety, hope, paranoia, any feeling I have, I eat. Yeah, it ate away at me, David. It ate away at me. And I still always feel that feeling as a YouTuber. I feel like I always have an ulcer. I'm always worried, am I going to make it through the next month? Thanks, Jesse. Love the workout idea. I know you put in work. I remember the sweat jacket days. Man, I ran into one of those the other day and it made me sad. I miss just being in there, putting in work. That's when I felt cool and comfortable. That's when I was like, the channel was doing okay and I didn't have as many worries. And now it's like, every time I stop and work out, I feel guilty. I can't even go work out. I feel like I need to be putting in work. I need to be streaming. I need to be writing. I need to be shooting. I can't even, like, I enjoy working out and I feel like I don't have the time to do that right now. Tarinto, before you go, shout out to the real Caimon, Marloca, and more. ARJR, 721, Michael Fieri, the fools that have been here. Shout out to all of them. Pillars of the community. And you're absolutely one of them, Tarinto. 100%. For sure, for sure on title. People that don't see that, and it's, hey, I have to respect their loyalty, but that's all it is, man. Love you, buckle up, Teddy. Love you. I would. I absolutely detested Conor when he was in the UFC, but bro, I'm a fan of that dude in BKFC. And I might not like him as a person, but it's just like when you watch a movie. It's like if you watch The Dark Knight and you like watching the Joker because he's entertaining you. I like being entertained. What can I say? And if he was back in the UFC doing this thing, I'm sure I would be entertained too. And I'd probably have this new perspective on it. You ever bet on MMA, GM? I haven't. I've never bet on MMA. You know what's funny? I was super, super close for the first time ever to considering it when who was it? It was a very recent event. Who was that? I'm not supposed to be a fool. Oh, it was on the Oliveira and Tapoeira fight. That's the one it was. I almost bet on that one. Oh, man. What's up, Mike Dane? I know, buckle up, Teddy. I know I'm just always so paranoid about the bills, bro. I'm hoping when I have to move soon here that maybe the new situation, it'll be different and I won't be so stressed out. I'm having the same workout problem. I keep stripping exercises just to make it quicker to the point. Man, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, I know for me, it's like medication for real, like 100%. It gets that dopamine going. It makes me feel good. It gets me out of feeling all depressed. Like working out is really important to me, and I need to make that time. You're such a good dude, ARJR721. Just that just the way that you express that and think about it, like the fact that someone's like, I'm able to do this. It's like, man, usually you gotta people don't want to part with what they work hard for, and you're thinking of it like, yay, I could do this now. It's like, wow, man, that's rare. I told my friend to bet the house on Izzy beating Strickland. Price Picks got to roll through with the sponsorship. I feel funny about that one. Because of gambling and stuff. I've always struggled with that one. I actually turned away gambling sponsorship at least a couple times. Miguel Valencia! GM, I hope your GM Nostradamus Dana White House follow thyroid. Wait, what the heck? Oh, follow through. I was like, the thyroid? What was I talking about? The thyroid. I hope your GM Nostradamus Dana White House. Hey, follow through. I'm telling you, I can't believe how many people are doubting. I can't believe how many people are hating on that and doubting. And that's when I started talking about, like, are we fight fans or are we fight fans? Like, how are people against that? People are saying it's dumb, it's never going to happen, it's reckless, it's dangerous, it's stupid. I'm assuming those are just people that don't like Donald Trump. I don't know. But yeah, it all makes sense. It makes sense, Miguel. It all makes sense for how they're lining things up. And even if it's I said it when Derek Lewis won that fight and he was on the phone with Donald Trump. Like, it's all making sense that they want it to happen in general, and if they need that American backup, they're gonna do what they gotta do. But I don't know why people are so down on it. Grandmaster, we know how talented you are. I'm telling you, you can't fail here. You just need to tweak some stuff. You'll be right back at the top. You already made it once. It's like a championship fight. Bro, that's like when Miguel. It's like when they talk about how, like, that's when you're the real arc right there, a real champion. When you lose it and then you come back, it's like that's what says it all right there. I gotta find ways to motivate myself, right? That's how I'm gonna look at it. Actually, so much respect for turning down the betting sponsorships. You're a real one. I appreciate that. I always felt funny about it. I turned down like, I don't know, stuff that I consider like drugs. Some smoky ones, fume. And then gambling ones. I don't know. GM, do as Moicano say, not as he do. Take the money. I know. I know. Thank you, Buckle Up Teddy. Thank you. You're very kind. Jamaican bobsled. You're right, Carlos. You're right. People just can't separate that sometimes. Yeah, it was, Buckle Up Teddy. It was. And every time I make a decision like that, I gotta double down on what I believe. I gotta choose to double down in those moments and believe in the fact that I'll be taken care of for doing what I thought was right. I better take off because my stomach is hurting and I smelled Marilena cooking that food like an hour and a half ago. And I don't even smell it anymore, so it's probably cold now. But I gotta continue to help out, continue to make some improvements on the house to get it ready. We got some feedback from that lady the other day. We gotta keep putting that work in. I want to plan some things for what I'm gonna do tomorrow. I have every intention of being back here tomorrow. I really, really, really appreciate you being here, being supportive. Oh, snap. I'm going to take 10 seconds to talk about my video title. Makhachev. It just sounds so dumb now. Okay, I'm going to give you the elevator pitch. Ilia Tapuera is pound for pound number 1. And everyone's like, oh, it's going to cause a big fight. And Makhachev is going to be offended. And how disrespectful. And Makhachev is like, I don't care. Because I know it's marketing. And it's just the UFC trying to make that fight. And they're doing what they got to do. And I respect it. And it makes sense. It's just like so dismissive. He doesn't even care. He's unfazed.
And he says everything he says in this serial killer voice. He doesn't even care. He's unfazed. It's not important to him. His blood pressure not change one bit at all. It's not important.
And there's one last thing that I want to say. When I was reading that article, there was a photo of Makhachev, and I was gazing straight into his unibrow. And I want to say something to Ilia Tapuera. Tapuera, you don't ever want to disrespect. You don't ever want to disrespect and talk down on and insult a man that has a unibrow. Because you know what, Tapuera? You can't just grow a unibrow. You can't just grow a unibrow if you don't have the genetics. But if you have a unibrow, you could shave it. Let me tell you something, Ilia Tapuera. If you're dealing with an individual who's very aware of the fact that he could shave off his unibrow and he's choosing not to, that's not a dude that you want to mess with. Especially, and everybody knows, you're not fooling anybody, Tapuera. You're not fooling anybody with those caterpillars. Especially when you're the type of dude that does shave yours. Matter of fact, because you look like a manscaping type of individual, I'm willing to bet that you don't even shave your own unibrow. You probably have some lady do it for you. She probably waxes it for you. So, Ilia, this is my advice to you. You better chill out. If you get the title shot, if you get the fight, you get it. But I would do it respectfully. I would move differently. I would start to move differently, Tapuera. Just a little word of advice. I want to thank you all for being here tonight. I appreciate you very much. I'm going to do what I can to keep making the channel and this experience as a whole better for you. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching Mexican Martial Arts. Appreciate it. Good looking out. Late.